thing was like, oh yeah, that sounds really good and appealing to me, because nothing does. It's a struggle to eat. I've been living off of, like, all last week was like PB&Js, like around like 3 or 4 o'clock, you know, all day long. It just, I don't eat. But being hypoglycemic, someone asked me about this and I wrote back to them because they wanted to know if it was like a diabetic or non-diabetic hypoglycemia, and I don't have diabetes. I just suffer with low blood sugar. So what happens is when you don't eat, then your body, and then you start to feel like hella a little like, you feel worse than before. And then when you wait too long, you get a little fuzzy in your head, a little dizzy. Like today, I didn't start making lunch till like 4 o'clock maybe. I ended up having, because this past week I've been living off of grilled cheese sandwiches now. I made 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, but I waited too long that I started to feel like woozy, and that always freaks me out. And I'm like holding onto the counters. I'm like, I've poured myself a glass of lemonade to try to like spike up my blood sugar, and I was just in such a panic mode that then I ate a protein bar, hoping that wasn't going to fill me up, and then I wouldn't be able to eat my sandwiches that I had made, because if I don't eat anything, I mean, I'll try to eat a protein bar. I mean, there was one day where all day long, all I ate was like potato chips. Like, that's not good. And then the only time I kind of get hungry is at night, starting around like 8 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I can have dinner now. I might eat like a half of a sandwich or like a protein bar, or around like, you know, between 5 and 6, normal dinner time for me. But then I don't really have like a bigger meal or an actual like dinner till like 8. And then, of course, it's followed by, like, all this ice cream and cookies. Like, I'm eating way more sweets than I should. The other night, I almost devoured a whole bag of peanut butter M&Ms, and they're, like, the Easter egg ones. So they're, like, extra big. I don't know. Like, my sweet tooth is, like, really active. And also, I think because there's dopamine in ice cream, and it makes you feel good. Like the other night I ate an ice cream bar, but then I had another one. And I could have kept on going, but I was like, girl, you need to like control yourself. Like before I started going, I was able to look at something and say, okay, the serving size is like 3 cookies, 2 cookies, 4 pieces of chocolate, and be able to like work it out with myself and only eat that in a day. But now I just like, I was like, where did all the cookies go? And then afterwards, mentally and physically, I don't feel good. Because physically, I have all this extra like sugar and stuff that's not really that great for you in my body. So my body feels a little like, ugh, why'd you do that? And then mentally, I'm like, you've been working hard to try to lose weight, not gain weight. Like, you just ate all those cookies. Like, what's wrong with you? So then I'm like being hard on myself and putting myself down. But it's like in the moment, I'm not thinking. I'm just, and so just like today, I was laying on the floor with an ice pack on my back, hoping that that would help with any like inflammation that's going on. Because I'm like dying. I'm struggling over here with my back. And now I'm just like, great, I'll probably end up back in physical therapy, and I'll need PT, and you need a doctor to write you a script. I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, all my doctors are leaving me. It sucks. And like, I just have all this medical stuff I need to take care of, but I haven't gotten to it yet. There's dental stuff I got to do, but I haven't, because like, I don't leave the house. I haven't been driving. Just because there's times I'm supposed to go places, but I'm just like, I'm slightly dizzy, and I've been up like all night long. The other day I got like 5 hours and 30 minutes of sleep, and one of my friends was like, kind of like, oh, that's good. I'm like, for me, I'm like, 5 hours and 30 minutes of sleep? That was maybe from like 5 something in the morning, getting up at like 12:45. I don't know. It was like not, you know, a regular timeline for one's sleep. And then like my friend got engaged, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was just like so happy for her. And I immediately, like, because the minute I knew that her boyfriend at some point, I didn't know when, but I knew soon, like sometime between a few weeks prior into her birthday, which is in May, he was gonna propose, I like got a present for her, and then I wrapped it all up, and I wanted to go over and congratulate them in person, but they weren't home, and immediately like that just like was a buzzkill. And I know it's not their fault, it's just me and how I am right now. I went from like, oh, this is like being in like a happy mood, to then all of a sudden being like, okay, I was very bothered by it, and I was trying to not let it like eat me up, but so I got, you know, some information, and she will be available on sometime on Sunday, so I might try to go over on Sunday to see her. And in the meantime, I was able to get her something else that I wanted, which was a bridal magazine. It was like the best of everything for 2017 for New Jersey. And yeah, but like my big outing was going to Lily Singh, her book signing, which was not what I had expected, but she's really sweet, and I was like happy to like have a hug from her and like have a photo with her, because she's on my vision board, and she's kind of near Ellen and like Hannah Hart, Mamrie Hart, and Grace Helbig. I'm like, maybe I'll meet them next. Someone messaged me and was like, I didn't know you know Lily. I'm like, I just met her. Like, we're not BFFs or anything, but that would be awesome. And I'm started her book, and which you may have all seen. I have 2 copies now. This is not the autographed one. This one's the one that came in the mail. And I'm in like there's like sections in here, right? Well, part 1 to 4, and I'm in part 1, and I'm about to start chapter 4 of part 1, and then I learned that if you buy this book, if you're wondering, in Target, you get an extra bonus chapter. I hate when stores do that. Like Walmart with their CDs, it's like, oh, you get extra bonus songs and stuff. I'm like, I already just bought the deluxe album on iTunes, and now you're saying I can get even more if I bought a CD in Walmart, and now like Target with Lily's book. But I'm not like, as long as her book's still being sold at Target, I can just read the missing chapter in Target, right? There's your silver lining. So yeah, it's just, I haven't been great. And it's like the second time I cried in therapy when talking about the prospects of moving and trying to like, oh, where would we move to and what type of living arrangements and like all this stuff. And then people are asking me questions, and by people I mean my mom and like my therapist. And then I'm just like, you know, and then I just start crying my eyes out. My brain is very scattered, and this video is kind of long, but like I just came up to my room a few minutes ago because I was like, oh, I should like do some laundry, like all my bedding, my bed sheets and everything really should be washed. One of my blankets is like part of it's covered in cat hair, because my comforter, I still haven't put that back on my bed yet because I thought I was going to get to my bed sheets first because Squeaky coughed up some hairballs. And I keep having to wash blankets and things, but I just came upstairs, I looked at my bed, and I looked at her, and I was like, this task that I normally do by myself, no matter what time of the day it is, I get it done, just for the first time seems like a daunting project, and it seems just like a lot of work. And I just took one look at it, and I was like, nope, not gonna happen today. So I figured maybe my dad help me if I can't muster up and do it. Part of me is like, you'll feel so much better if you do it yourself, and you just like start with one pillowcase at a time, baby steps. But all that ended up happening was I felt like crying, and I felt very defeated, and I just wanted to go back downstairs on the couch. Part of me is like, it's 5:07, you should start thinking about dinner, but I'm also like, I'm not that hungry. And I probably will end up just taking like a hot, relaxing bath tonight and just soaking my body and put in some pink Himalayan bath salts and maybe some Epsom salts. And just, it's really disgusting outside today. That's the thing, whenever I have to go somewhere, it's like nasty out, and I don't want to drive in that weather, especially how I'm feeling, so it's kind of like a regression, I don't know. But I keep thinking in my head, like, well, what can I do to feel better? Like, what steps do I need to take? Like, do I need to, like, reevaluate my medications? Do I need to just, like, push through stuff? With, again, like, getting new ideas and reading Lily's book, will, like, that just inspire me and spark something that, like, relight my fire? I honestly, I don't know, and I'm confused by so many things right now that I don't really know, and all I can do is gather information, write down all my thoughts and feelings, and try to work something out and assemble a team to help me get through these next couple of months. Because it's a given that I'm moving, clearly. And that just does not sit well with me at all. And I try to act like it doesn't bother me, but it really does. And I'm trying to work those feelings and emotions out now, but I have a feeling when the time comes, it's going to be not fun at all. I don't even know. And that's why I'm just like, I need a team of people or medications or something to help me get through this rough patch,